terrible with that. Oh, I got my candy cane up here.
Yeah, that is. Do you feel like?
You're welcome.
Okay, we're on record.
Okay. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We will take roll call and go around.
Marcy?
Yes.
Andy?
Here.
David is here.
Yep.
Becky?
Here.
Lowell?
Yes, I'm here.
Craig?
Yes. And Lowell, can you lead us into prayer?
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, beautiful day. Thank you very much. Guide us in this season. We give you the praise through your offering of your only Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. We should not and we don't want to forget this season. Bless everybody here today. Bless them as they make decisions today. Be with them every day. And as we go into the new year, Father, they're going to need your help more and more. Bless everyone in this room. May they have a joyous Christmas, one that lasts forever. We'll give you the thanks for Jesus Christ. We give you thanks for this community because they have really opened their hearts, and it's only because you're standing there and you said, give. Guide us, direct us, and keep us ever close to you because we want you to be our inspiration. Bless us all as we pray, Father. Give us strength, give us health, and give us the many blessings that Mount Sterling can offer for all of us. And we pray because Jesus was sent to us. Guide us. Thank you. And in his name we offer this prayer. Amen.
Thank you, Lowell. Now, when we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Do we have any public comments? Mike?
South Sheriff's Department. Sunday, I was getting out of church, and another guy, he saw a state trooper come through. And the guy ran a red light down here by Ben and Joy's, and he was speeding. So the state trooper went out after him and pulled him over. Charged for speeding and running a red light. So why do we have a sheriff's department here in town? We have sits here all day in the town hall, where they should be out here making arrests or giving tickets out for speed, red light running. This town can make money with its own with the police department here. Because people run these lights like crazy. I sat one morning, watched 5 cars go straight through the red light. And nobody was here. Lucky a semi or somebody wouldn't come down there. There's been one heck of a mess right there on that corner. Or even up here.
Now, Mark, has this been happening often? Or?
All the time. I'm out running at night. I sit there, I sit here by town hall or whatever. I sit there watching run the red light both sides. And nobody does anything about it. There's nobody here in town. Sometimes you might see one. I'll sit and talk to him at night. And like I said, it's crazy. This town will let people get away with what they want to do.
Well, Mark,
Nothing's done.
we'll check into it. And we're going to have a new mayor setting here in January, and we'll be checking into all that stuff too.
Okay.
Okay.
This
Thank-
time make it something.
Okay.
Start pulling people over what they're doing, start charging them. I get bunch of this town out of debt. Gotta help on the bills and stuff down here. And we never get the light fixed out here on the corner yet. I know,
Okay.
it's still dark at night.
Well, we will check into it, Mark, and thanks for your comments, and we'll see what we can do with that. And there's a motion to council on a liquor permit. And Courtney, can you explain to council what we have on that?
Okay, so the Hammertime Pub LLC has submitted a request here for a D1 and a D2. I know you guys have already approved this or didn't ask to have this appealed. So again, I just wanted to ask because I have to sign this here. Is there anybody that wants to make a motion to appeal the D1 and D2 for Hammertime?
No.
No.
this will be sent back into them.
Okay. The next thing, we do have an executive session, and this one here is for employment contracts and personnel, and Courtney, do you need to tell anything, or we just go to
No, I
executive?
just need you to ask for a motion, so I need to.
Okay, a motion, we need, okay,
I'll
Hey,
give you a
second.
motion to go into exec session.
I second.
okay.
Roll call. Marcy?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Lowell?
Yes?
Craig?
Yes.
We'll be entering executive session at 1:24.
Okay.
We can't respond. Who knows where it was?
Oh, I forgot I had this hat on. Probably get hammered on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
Jack put it in here. I said, this town can make money.
You know how much the police department costs us a year?
No.
Almost half $500,000 to run
The sheriff's department,
No, police department. When we have police
it's no
department,
more than what we're paying the sheriff's department.
oh, sheriff's department's a lot cheaper.
I heard the sheriff's department was 600,000 a year.
No. It's, 230. 200-some thousand.
See what we need. Is the sheriff down here who wants to work. No?
What was it?
Cause I showed David all the papers I got. I've been a cop. I got a certificate from the Columbus Police Department, going through all the training I went through. I paid for all that stuff.
Yes, it's only like 230. Yeah, we were spending, I mean, the reason they got rid of it the last time was that McCoy was a dipshit. I'm sorry, but he was.
Oh, I know that. Believe it or not, my nephew went to school, that shit. And he was a smoker for pot.
I mean, he blew through, he had a budget for the whole year, and it was like I said, it was almost 500,000 back then. And he blew through it before, he was out of money by September. Before September, he was already out.
You give people raises?
No, he just somehow blew through the money. I don't know how he spent it, but he blew through it. It was like July, he was out of it, because they gave him another 100 or 200,000 to finish out the year. He had that spent by September,
Plus he had Jewett give him $40,000 for the police department.
plus that, yeah.
But the problem is, like I was telling David, the biggest police department back there in town, they went out and bought a brand new cruiser up on West Broad Street, down there, the state highway patrols and the state road workers have an option up there. Go up there and buy a cruiser for about $2,000. So when I was in security and detective agency, we bought 4 new cruisers, less than $1,000. We gotta repaint it, I'm gonna call it what they have, but either way. And buying a force, so all you need really is about 6 people working. 1 for each shift, or they can play a 12-hour shift. And on the weekend, have somebody work the weekend shift. And that was tell them, still make money if they just put.
No, you need more than that, because then you always have somebody on vacation.
Yeah, but you got 6 people. I used to work for the state, and there was only 6 of us. We had it covered. Even when somebody was up on vacation, it's still covered. We had 6 people that took care of it. But, like I said, this time to make money, if you start pulling people over, stop lights, Hell, there's money right there. Speeding through town, I passed it, you were not. I told David about that. Some guys, Jack was sitting back here behind town hall. Guy down here with Ben and Joy's ran the red light. Light turned green, I followed him. Do you believe he was doing, he's about 70 miles an hour going out of town?
You know, people are stupid.
But just curious, I told David, I should have done it, but then, I was doing 65 miles an hour and I still couldn't catch it. And I wasn't trying to catch it.
Even the state troopers will let you speed every once in a while.
Yeah, but I got nailed by a state trooper just not having a damn seatbelt on down Circleville. I paid for that new sign down there. It says 35 miles an hour. I paid for that new sign with the seatbelt.
One day this is when I was working at Mark Bento in Columbus. I was going up 71, and I left the ball later than I should have. And I was doing 80. Passed the state trooper in the median. Oh, hell. I said, shit. So I slowed down. He let me go. So I bumped it back up to 80. Passed the second state trooper in the median.
Didn't do nothing. That's I remember one time, back in 78, I just got my divorce. And,
I've had one ticket my whole life.
like I waved one out 62, then picked up the tires, was bigger than what I should have been. I was speeding. But he didn't worry about the speed. While I was looking at him, the seatbelt. He said, "You mean you're not wearing a seatbelt?" I said, "Sir, I got paper in my pocket, and my billfold showed about I can't wear out, I'll have to wear a seatbelt." He said, "Can I see it?" And I said, "Okay." And he looked at it. He said, "I tell you what, you've got the doctor." The doctor did put his name on there. So I see where it's from VA. And he said, "I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you go. But when you go back down to Chillicothe, have the doctor put his name on it, phone number." And I was doing 70 and 65. He said, "I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let you go with speed and have your odometer calibrated because it's back to what it should have been." So, I said, okay. We done got that because when I had a Jeep wreck back in 79 or 78, it broke my collarbone in 2 places where the seatbelt was set. I rode it 7 times. They said I was lucky I didn't kill me. Wow. Want to get that way? You probably be, when you look for something you can't find, when you're out looking for it, you find it.
Because I know that they talked about how much they've been going over what the sheriff's contract lately.
Yeah. Because it's supposed to be renewed up in what, May?
You know, it's everything that's like March.
There's somewhere in there. Some started with them, but there's others. And Dave and I was talking about it. But there's a sheriff going out sometimes at night. And I usually pass him when I'm out making my rounds. I usually talk to him over to IGA, or I'll catch him down at the corner station down there and tell him there's a semi-trailer. They had the back doors open, and I wouldn't want to mess with it. I don't know if anybody's sleeping in it, or don't want to do to it. He said, "Okay, you check it out." Now I see where the back door's closed. And when you call them, the dispatcher said, first you gotta find where they're located.
That's what she's wanting me. seen what the AP easement? They want to put through the park and through the church property.
Which one down here, Mason's Park?
Yeah. Yeah, they were telling the village for a long time, there's one pole. We'll give you $15,000 to put the one pole in there. Well, now it's somehow it's changed to 3 poles. And it's covers a lot more of the park than they originally said it was.
Yeah. One part I don't understand, why is the city in the county mowing the grass and stuff down here?
Huh?
Why is the city in the county mowing the grass out of Mason Park? That's in the county, it's not in the city. Did you know that?
Well, the reason the village is on it is because village property.
Like I said, I don't know how they can call it village property when it's out in the county. And the county, only because the county line only goes so far, up where the new housing is on 207.
I thought they annexed it in.
No, it's never been annexed in. They've been bitching about Baroques and them, because they don't want them.
I just wondering they annexed the parking.
I don't know, but they're still in the county, it's still out in the county.
I mean, either way, it's still village property that they have to maintain it. They bought it, so they have to pay for it. They have to maintain it.
You didn't buy it, speak to them.
It's still village property either way you look at it.
Yeah.
They're required to maintain it. And I could have sworn that they annexed it in.
Believe it or not, I raised up in this town. Do you know where the city limit, original city limit is? You go down here by the entrance of the old schoolhouse, from there, go across the street, all the way over to the filling stations, and you come back up, go up here to behind the pizza house and the church, it goes straight across there, it goes up to the railroad track, makes a 500 square, or 500-yard square mark. That's the original city limit. And each keep the time around and keep moving it out. And Dad and I sit on this front porch when we lived on the Main Street down there. We sit there and watch it move from here down to here. Now it's all the way out to the end of Shadle Lane. But you go across the street, it's up there on the other side of Porter. It comes like into a V, down and back out. That's so interesting way.
Well, she must have went out the other way. No, see, I did see her go that.
She was that way.
Huh?
She wouldn't make out that way.
Oh, she did? Oh.
Yeah. No, she really learned about, I don't know what she brought in, but she brought it in there and it came back out. Comes out in the hall,
Ah, I knew it was in here. If they signed a new contract with I think he asked for a 3% increase, it'll be $254,000 a year.
You were not one time. Bob Parrott, Jim Gossard, Walter. Bob Parrott's son-in-law. And Rob Boyd. They're the only police we had in this town. And Roger Sparks came in.
I remember him as being nicknamed Mayor.
Who, Rob? Yeah. He and my, used to be my cousin by marriage. His son-in-law is, but actually my second cousin. too.
No, she has to man the window. She has to man the window. And this meeting has nothing to do with water, so, well, doesn't have to do anything with billing of water.
I was wondering if they're gonna put water meters out into the apartment complex.
Right now, they don't have any, they'd have to buy some water meters to put them in there.
But this been in agreement with the contract, when we sign up, our contract twice a year, a lot of paid and South apartments, that's all one water meter. They've been throwing it through like that. They said you're gonna jack my rent up $44 on a month. And, a bunch of us complain about it. There's some people only paying $35 a month, 2-bedroom apartments. And hell, their whole damn can come in and take showers and baths. Bunch of us people in one apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, has to pay more for what they don't get $35 for.
If it's done correctly, each apartment should have their own meter, water meter.
Yeah, because hell, my meter won't be high. Well, got it at $50 on top of it. That's what sucks. I hear a lot of people complain about it because they said, hell, they even I did. When I lived in Columbus, for 3 months, my water bill, the trash and everything, was only $60. And down here, hell, it triples itself just 1 month. Even the sewage is even high over the roads. I didn't go there for a while, till I got burned out. I found out I paid the landlord's money off for putting the sewage line in there. I paid that off, $150, me to $50, you know. After 10 years, and it won't take care of it. But I love this little town. Ain't much here anymore like it used to be, but I was a little concerned about it, trying to get it back where it should be, almost. But that's here now.
Oh, the thing I always remember about working at Chillicothe was it, and I accidentally did the right thing. I was delivering to one of the wards, and I was behind the nurse station talking to them because I just gave them the drugs, and one of the patients just all of a sudden just walked up and just stood right in front of me. I'm like, okay, I'm here, you're there, what's up? And the nurse told me later, like, you did the right thing, you didn't freak out. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why he was.
Well, what some of them went through, that's probably what it is, because you can sit there and see the stare like it could kill you by looking at you. But these of us would fall back on the war. I got a son, my youngest friend, he's going to leave next month. Go to Cambodia. So he said, I can find a diesel mechanic. I said, hell, I've done enough for both of us. I was in I can shoot mortars, M50, M60. I can drive a tank. I can drive an APC. I can drive any vehicle the Army's got. I can shoot any weapon they got, but my main weapon was, there's 11 hotels for a tow. Sits on the back of the vehicle. You sit there, you got a tank right there, you sit there, you line up on it, and you push it. You have to set in 32 seconds before you can move. Because this was with guided bars, 2 of them. You gotta make sure both of them stay in line. And if you happen to look this way or whatever, this was more like this. So, as far as that thing, before I got the toes, well, before we got toes, we had the 106 as Hausers and motor tank nightmares. And when we shoot, we just take off. Because you have a 50-round tracer. You hit it, shoot it first 50 rounds, then if you see the round go down, then you go ahead and fire the BM 106, and it's right behind it. It might get your attention on the 50, but too late on the 106. That thing, I seen a guy in our company down Fort Knox, Kentucky. Was out there on a range farm of 106. They're sending a damn, somehow, happened, the damn, when he shot it, it went off course, he blew a farm up. He said, lucky nobody home. But the military had to pay for a brand new farm. A lot of animals left in the barn had to pay for it too. There's some
Talking
good
about-
days, there's some bad days.
Stuff that the government has to pay for stuff, it's like, some things you go. And you're talking, talking about lawyers earlier. This is one of the cases where it kind of covers both, but, military retiree, I guess he's retired, the person was a retiree. Got a prescription for suppositories.
Like I say, get stuff in there.
Okay. It hurts when I put it up there. What's wrong, doctor? Did you remove the foil? No. Sue the government and won.
Yeah?
And because of that, and I don't know if they're still doing it these days, but when I was in there, you had to put on every suppository, unwrap and insert.
That's worse than giving a damn tweet. Oh, hell. When the military orders a screwdriver about that long, you know how much that thing is?
But you gotta remember that it, usually when they want something that's special like that, it has to have tolerances that the regular screwdriver wouldn't have. And that's why it costs much.
$800 right there,
Right.
screwdriver. And they looked at it, I said, I go to the Family Dollar Store, they're down to the hardware like over here, ain't the same damn screwdriver, works the same thing.
But somebody decided that it had to have this tolerance and that tolerance, and that's why it cost the extra money. And whether that actually needs that or not, but that's why. Somebody said, screwdriver has to meet these for you to use it.
It's like when they got the Humvees and when they first got them in back in '86. We had brand new quarter tons with the missile, put everything back on the back there with the missile carriers on the other vehicle. They had maybe 2,000 or 3,000 miles on the Jeep. They ended up taking them, had them cut up in half. Instead of selling to somebody, they chopped them all up, and $90,000 for the Humvee, and another $50,000 for the gun sight set on there.
And there's probably some stupid rule somewhere that some congressman wrote that says you can't sell them.
They used to, what it was, I think people had the Jeeps. They wouldn't pay attention, they rolled real quick.
And like I said, it's probably because, like I said, somebody said it's a hazard, or it's, for some reason they say it's a liability, and they said you can't sell them, so you have to destroy them.
Oh, I'd love to have one of them things. I'd rather have it than one of those Humvees. You take that damn Jeep, like there's a tree right here about that big around, right there, put it in gear, lock, or your four-wheel lock, right on top of it, never heard it. But the Humvees, you do the same thing, $3,200 worth of damage just on the nose, fiberglass. Well, it's, bulletproof, but when it comes down, hit the tree or whatever, it's shattered.
Looks like, the reason why they try to keep whether it's a tank or whatever, they try to keep it always in production is because if you stop production on it, when you need some more of them, You have to go out for bid, and they have to do all the whole process over again. Even though everything's already been approved, it has to go through approval process and everything over again. And that will cost you more than just keeping the line open.
Well, I love the deuce man. Shit, I can take a tree this big around.
But that's why some things in military cost so much as it, with the weapons is that, hey, we've already got this approved weapon, but nobody can build a new one because we stopped production on it. It'll cost you twice as much, even though we are, everything's already worked out. It'll cost you twice as much to build the thing.
Oh, I'd go for 42, up in London. There's a place up there that's got a buku deuce fans. I said, I like them. We went to have one of mine up there. On mine, somebody put on there that man with glasses, like Kilroy, and they said, hey, Mike, here's your truck. What do you mean? Well, it's got you on the front, put the hood of it. What do you mean by that? I said, fat man with glasses. I think you're smart asses. And I'll tell you what, that used to happen because they was gonna put me on medical discharge back in '93. I had a heart attack. And they look at there and they said, I'll tell you what, you got until '94, you got a year to go. See what we're gonna do. We're gonna let you do your ETS out, but you cannot drive the Humvees. You can drive the deuce to half. You know, dispatch all the vehicles out there. Everybody's supposed to have a vehicle, patch it out. After that, it was your day. I had a cot, had a TV, had a nice chest, 8-track player, a bunch of 8-tracks. I sit back there and jam down when the time goes to down the supply to pick up food to drop off different companies. I carried my lunch chest there, not pretty good size. We've had steaks. Well, I know how many they had each company, gave them steaks to them. What was left over, put it in our lunch chest. We had those steaks there for 3 days. They said, Steve, you like the way you're doing, pay for it.
Yeah, the government does things just so messed up sometimes. When they were doing the drawdown in '92, instead of saying, hey, who wants out? Instead of taking volunteers, they took people that wanted to stay in and kicked them out.
Yeah. I only had 5 more years to go to retire.
I mean, I still had 10 years of retirement, but I was halfway there. But because they're doing a drawdown, they said, and there was a second class in my department who would be glad to leave. So when I asked for a waiver, they called it higher retention, or I can't remember. Basically, I didn't make E5 fast enough. But when I went to go for a waiver, I asked my department head if he signed paper asking for a waiver. He said no, wouldn't be politically correct.
It was not.
Not wanted to cuss them up on one side and down the other when he said it.
Looked like I was in the military out for California. Lieutenant out there in Conde, dumb son of a bitch. So what it was, we go down the mountain like this. I had troops on the back of a deuce, and the rucksack's on the outside of it. I went through it at nighttime. There's a bitch was supposed to have a marker on the back of one of those things shake up there. Well, the idiot had supposed to be on the left side, on the rear, had on the right side, you couldn't see it. And going around there and out, I said, oh, hell. Next day, he was going back around again. He told me to take my deuce and half, and I was bound to follow him. I said, screw you, sucker. So I turned around, took my deuce around where I had perfect level and everything with everybody on the back of it. The part of that had Alaskans on the back. And I got there, parked the deuce. He'd come around the mountain. My brother, he was the driver for that dumbass. And he said, you stupid son of a bitch, I told you to follow me. And I said, I tell you what, you don't call me stupid son of a bitch, I'll pop that, right? I'm mad. Then I got in front of the battalion commander out there at Fort Road. He went in there with one little rib about that big, right here in the middle. I had 15 right here. One of them blue heart, a purple heart. And the commander looked and said, It's a tight stage. So I sit there and listened to the guy up there and said, what did you do in your civilian life? Well, I just got out of ROTC school. What did you do before that? Well, I went to a grocery store, stocking. He said, you get it? Oh, yeah, perfect. I said, I'll tell you what. I want you to leave my military, go back where you started, and forget about the Army, whatever, because you're no good. When you go up there and you call God, son of a bitch, you don't even know who he is, and he punch you out. I said, hey, I heard about that. They said, now, get out of my face. Okay, specialist stage, these things. So I went up there and I said, yes, sir. Well, I'm giving you 2 Article 15s at $350 a piece. And I'm taking 2 ranks away from you. From an E6 down to an E4. He said, the reason I'm doing that, I could send you to Fort Leavenworth, hit that lieutenant. I look at that idiot. That's what he called him, an idiot. I look at you. I have more respect for me than I would him. Because he said, look at your chest with the ribbons and everything. You gotta do something right to get all those. And you had to work to get it. So, I'm just gonna take 2 ranks away from you and just go on what your business is, but I don't see you back here in my corner. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the funny thing about that department head that I had, actually it was on Okinawa. I did so much for that little squirt. We had a room where we made IVs. It was about, from that door, that's on the door to this corner, and it was about probably to the edge of the council desk there. And we had 2, I can't remember, we call them hoods. They're basically sterilized areas. And then the other side of the room, we had wood shelves for the IV bags. Well, the fire department came in and said, you can't have wooden pallets on the floor. The fire hazard. And we, at that time, we had ag camera, we had a lot. So I took it upon myself. I rearranged all the IV bags so we could get everything off the floor and get rid of the pallets. Didn't even get a thank you for it. And I did it while still performing my job. Somebody didn't have to cover for me while I was on it. I did it around so that I think he tells me you can't request a waiver because it wouldn't be politically correct.
What the hell did you do back in the old days before anything else? Or wooden pallets? I somebody had a murder for her ass.
Then the other thing that bugs the piss out of me about the military is that I'm a white guy, as you can tell. I'm single. I'm freaking minority in the military. White English-speaking person in the military. You have a wife. You get bonus points for when you get promoted, when you're going for promotion. What the hell do you, the fact you have a wife have anything to do with you being fit for the next rank? Nothing. Being a Filipino with a wife who cannot go to the States with you because your marriage was considered illegal. Possibly illegal.
Yeah.
You're on Okinawa. You don't want to go back to the freaking States because it's further away from your home. But he got points for being married. He got points for the fact that he can't take his wife back to the States. And on top of that, because he couldn't take his wife back to the States, he basically got to stay there for the rest of his career. Okinawa.
Yeah.
That's like saying, we're gonna punish you by making you stay in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna make it easier for you to get promoted too on top of that.
There's all the damn paperwork, if you got married to somebody, like the Second World War, Korea War. They had to do all this paperwork, if you don't pass it, you don't get it, I'll hang it up. Even if you got a baby with it, you still can't do any good. My dad was telling me that, because he was over Korea. He said, the funny part about that, Mike, if you find somebody you love over there, has a baby over there, when it's time for you to transfer back home, they stay, you go. But you got this bullshit of paperwork about this long, fill out.
But you knew that before you married him. So how's it that you would get special treatment because you decided to marry him anyway? I mean, we had close to almost 20 people in that pharmacy there. And there might have been 5 white males there. And only one, Wendy was the only one that wasn't married. And some people consider this sexist, but I'm sorry, but women are not treated same in the military.
No. Everything's a lot different.
And I'm not talking about, well, they can't go there. Oh, no, I mean, you have 2 people, a male and a female, same age, take their fitness test. Is the fitness test the same requirements? No.
Very different.
So how is it that not favoritism of them? That's not a problem.
Yeah.
But, well, this one female wants to do whatever. Oh, they're not treating her fair.
Because you do the PT test, they can only do so little what you do. On running, they do half what you do. Anything is always a half.
Right.
But when I was in Fort Benning, we never had no females in our company at all. My son was down at Fort Jackson, it was half and half.
Right. I'm not saying half the department is female, but there's probably 4 or 5 of them in our department, in our one department.
And some female lately has been bitching about, we need to be treated the same as men. Like so you said, we be treated like a man, we'll do the same thing here, but
Right.
some females are treated.
Hey, yeah.
You know what time it is?
No.
Do you have the time, Andy?
It is 5 after 2, Bologna watch time.
Where's the ding?
Ding.
Chilly in here.
It is.
Hey, is Jeff back there? Did you see Jeff?
Ryan, you brought some good points in there where we gotta do, we can't jump the gun. Agree with me.
Is Jeff back there yet?
RJ used to also be a
I
Marine.
need a freaking sweater. I'm so cold.
You're a Marine soldier.
Yeah, he's bringing the ham and the potatoes.
I gotta stay neutral.
I hope he got up to, I left my phone, I think, at work, Courtney. Could you text him? And tell him he needs to pick up the potatoes from the Mad Hatter.
Bring the booze. Bring the booze.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If he's still at home, tell him to bring me a sweater,
I can talk about
please.
everybody.
Sound awful bossy, don't I?
Absolutely.
I just talked to Mark. I want to call her Mark. You're waiting for me to sit down?
Get up here and sit down.
I'd like to make a motion, we come out of executive session.
I'll give you that motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Craig. Vote?
Marcy?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Lowell?
My answer is no, but we will come out of executive session, and no one has listened to me over the years. So my answer is no, because you can't vote in an executive session, and all the mayor has to do is, when we come out, is rap the gavel and say, the executive session is over. Mayor, I will not vote for this because it's not, and Mark's not here and he can't stop me.
Okay.
Please, listen to some of these things.
I'd like to bring up now, Mark Pitstick, I'd like to make a motion on his resignation.
No, you can't make the motion.
Okay, I'm sorry, all right.
Make that motion.
Okay,
I'll make that.
okay, got a second?
Second?
Okay.
Can we just make a comment to?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, Marcy.
Mark resigned after 20 years of service for the village, and we wish him well. And we will be looking for, we're going to be trying to pull together some job qualifications for a replacement.
Look for those on the website shortly.
Yep,
And that is effective December 31st.
correct.
I gotta say one thing for Mark, he was always, worked hard for the village, so he did his part, so. Any other comments before we have?
Well, yes, I think the public should know that there are good applicants in the community. And because we don't choose a certain person, does not mean that they're not qualified. And we got to keep that to the public. Just because they've elected the 5 or 6 of us to make decisions for them. There are lawyers in the community, but it will be up to council. Of course, who's going to hear us? Madison Press is not here. But I'm saying that because they'll say, why didn't you elect so-and-so, your village administrator? Or village solicitor. So we're voting to accept the resignation, and I vote yes to accept the resignation.
Let's just go ahead and make sure we have everything right, okay? Craig was first motion, Andy was second, and I need to have a roll call. Marcy?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Lowell?
Yes?
And Craig?
Yes.
Okay, motion was passed.
We accept his resignation, and we're coming up with ordinances, resolutions, and the resolution authorizing William Martin or his decedent, which would be me, right, enter an agreement with the Madison County for water and wastewater facility operation, declaring it an emergency. I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules.
No, you can't.
I can't. I'm new at the job. Yeah.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Lowell.
I'm going to second that, but as the wastewater chair, I'd just like to say a few things that, for the public, what we're doing is going into a contract with Madison County. Their people that have the required sewer and water licensure are going to be taking over our water and sewer plants, so we do not have to hire those independently. So they will be taking that job over for, I believe this contract is 1 year. So hopefully that will be a great relationship between Madison County and the Village of Mount Sterling. So we look forward to that and hope that it is easier to maintain coverage that way than having, employees that continue to get better job offers and leave us. So hopefully this will take care of that.
Can I add one thing, if I may?
Yeah.
So I do see that there were some questions on Facebook about the contract as far as the agreement. And this is cost savings to the village. This is no more, actually, this is a savings that we're having this contract and agreement done. So again, the agreement does state specifically, so if anybody would like to have a copy of it or have questions about it, it is public record. You can so do so, send me a request, and you can actually see the details in there of that. So they're not taking over the village, okay? So let's be very clear about that. They're not taking over the village. They are just being an operator for the water facility and the sewer facility. Okay, so we still have employees, we still have street people. I just want to make sure that's clear.
Right.
And can I, oh,
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
I'd also like to point out the reason why we're declaring it an emergency is because we want to get a contract for them to start on January 1st.
Exactly, exactly.
Also, in the contract, it calls that we pay for $62,400 for this service. Right?
Right. Which is cheaper than what we were
Paying before.
Yeah.
2 employees.
It's going to save us money. It's going to save us money.
Well, one
Yeah, and,
in particular.
well, I need a vote now to suspend the rules.
Okay, so
And-
We've made the
And then I
motion.
seconded it.
Yeah, okay.
roll call. Marcy?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Lowell?
Yes?
Craig?
Yes.
Now I need a motion to place it on the 1, 2, and 3 readings.
I'll give you that.
Okay, and I'll second it.
Okay.
Marcy?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Lowell?
Yes?
Craig?
Yes.
Now I need a motion now for adoption.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Okay.
Marcy?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Lowell?
Yes, but before I vote, this is only for 1 year, so after a year's time, we can do whatever we want to.
Reevaluate.
And we will be reviewing it well in advance, just like the sheriff contract, well in advance of its termination. So we can opt to renew it, or we can opt to make other plans.
Do we, at this time, know who they're going to recommend to us from the county?
The workers.
Yes, there are 3 people. Yes. They're already operating the facilities right now.
And they're working where?
They're
London?
from Madison County.
I
Madison
know,
County.
but where are they working now?
Madison County. They work for the county. They operate the prison and the sewer systems and the water systems up there.
Okay. That's what I want to know.
Yes.
I vote yes, I didn't, but I will.
Yes. Okay, so, resolution 2019-27 has been passed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Always did want to do that with past. Now we got time for a round table. Anybody have any discussion for round table?
I was missing that note again.
Roundtable. Just want to restate that we still are accepting applications for council. If anyone is interested, we are accepting those applications till the end of the year, which is the 31st of December. So if you get your application, actually, it's not an application, it's just a letter of interest, and get those sent to Courtney, then we will be reviewing those, and the first full week of January, we will be addressing those and interviewing. And the same is for our village administrator position. We have gotten applications in, but we are, because we continue to get interest, so we are going to accept those until December 31st. And the same way, we'll begin interviews the week of January 6th, I believe, that week. So, and as Andy already mentioned, village solicitor, a job description is being put together, and that will be posted sometime in the
That's
near
right.
future.
Any expressions of interest as well, we welcome those. And please, if anyone has interest or knows anyone with interest, particularly with municipal experience, we'd love to hear from you. Again, the qualifications will be on the website momentarily.
So we'll start that process then,
As soon as we
first of
can.
the year.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
And we will meet again beginning January, second Tuesday in January,
14th.
14th?
14th, 13th.
And
I'd like to bring up for round table myself, I really, this village this year has been a difficult year at times and stuff, but we got through it, and I also want to recognize Mr. Anderson here for his dedication, for what he's done for all those years alone. We appreciate the hard work he done for all the village and
very much.
everything. And for me, it's been an experience sitting on this chair today. My great-great-grandfather done this years ago, and he's probably looking down in heaven. He said, Dave, you're sitting there, but you better make sure you do something right. And that's occasionally. But, and Marcy, I can't wait till you take the helm here and everything. And I just appreciate everybody and wish you all Merry Christmas.
You as well.
Any more comments before we
Yeah,
adjourn?
just wanted to say one thing. You know, this time of year is very joyous for most of us, but there are a lot of people, I mean, I know a lot of people that are really suffering this time of year, so take those people into consideration too, and if you have time to call them, visit with them, just to sit sometimes, because holidays are really hard for some people, and there's been a lot of loss in our county. You know, people that have been around, the people who have been very good with the citizens of the county, and it's just going to be a hard time for some, so
Good
please.
point, Marcy. There's a
Just think
lot of
about those
shut-ins. There's a lot of shut-ins and
Yep.
people can't get out. I know a lot of veterans in that situation that John and I go and see. And so it's a good thing for spread some holiday cheer to them too.
I do want to mention, sorry, yesterday, the Correctional Reception Center and the Village of Mount Sterling went to the senior center here, the Sterling Place, and we visited with those residents, and the village took cookies, the prison brought blankets and handmade stuffed animals, and a wreath from the juvenile offenders, and a lot of Christmas cheer. There was a lot of people there, and it was nice. And I will tell you, the Correctional Reception Center is a prison in Orient, and they asked, you know, if they could be involved in the community in the future. So we definitely want to reach out to them and, you know, let them help. So that was a very good feeling to go over there and do that.
Anybody else got a comment for roundtable before we adjourn?
Oh, it's working here at one.
Okay. Well, we're adjourned.
Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Sorry about my phone. I thought I left it at work.
Yours?
Yeah, I thought I left it at work, and it was in the bottom of my purse.